I have not seen the data. I have just got the file and they asked me to load. And suppose if Excel is not opening or some sort of issue is coming, or I want to don't waste my time opening the Excel and checking directly load in the data frame. So I load the data and then I put it here. Like I see that first 5 rows. So seeing the first 5 rows, I get the feel of the data, that which is having numerical column, which is having categorical column. Then maybe what are the what are the values, like it is having decimal values. Then if there are any NA values or not, in this it is not there. If suppose some particular column I see many NA values, so I can see that okay, later I may have to remove this column or put some NA, fill these NA with some other value. So those all basic information get. So it is like a glimpse of your original data. So whenever you are doing something, first thing you do is check the head of that particular data. Tail is also same if you want to see the last record, but if you have checked head is fine. If you want, you can see the tail also. Then info, it will do nothing, it will give you the data type. So data type is important when you are going to visualize your data later. If that is a numeric data or that is an integer data, so that if you are trying to visualize, then you have to use the info. Then describe does the thing that it finds what is the mean of the data, what is the 25% of the value lies at which place, 75% lies at which place, what is the maximum. So from this maximum, maybe you can see that there are outliers. Like I see 75% of my data is below 1709, but my maximum value is 89,000. So maybe I can say that this is a particular outlier, and an outlier, it is not good for data because it gives you imperfect results. Suppose if I am saying that in a particular class there are most of the people who are scoring from 40 to 60, 10 people, but one person is scoring 90, and if I ask you to take the average, it will come around 70, but that is not the true average because most of the class is between 60 to 40, so true average should come as 50. So that is an example like why outliers are not required and you should not have a particular outlier. Can anyone tell me what is the best plot to find if there is an outlier?
Median, I think. We need to plot the median. You are saying?
I mean, which plot, like histogram, bar graph? Oh, okay. Any other?
Box plot.
We can use scatter plot to check the outlier.
Yes, so both scatter plot and box plot can be used. So box plot, what it does is it gives the maximum concentration. So if you can find if there are values outside that, and scatter plot also it is very good because if one point is outside and other are concentrated at one place, so that also gives a particular this idea of where the outliers are. So then what it is doing, it is setting the index as order ID. So if you want to change the index from the original one, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, you can change it to some particular column also, and then you have to put it like this, order ID in place true. So it will remove your original index and this will become your index column. So suppose you know it is not of use and you want to classify your data according to this order ID, so you have to change your particular index, and then this is doing sorting by which particular column. So it is done the sorting by sales. So it is lowest sales, then highest sales. So in that way it does the sorting, and if you are doing ascending as false, then it will put the highest cost above and then lower cost. So if you are not putting this, it will be default lower to higher. If you are putting false, then higher to lower. So if you see highest shipping cost is first, and then dot head does the same thing. So if you apply the full functions and you put dot head, so after doing this filtering or aggregation, it selects the top 5 rows of that particular, or if you don't do the dot head, then you will get the complete data. So did you all understand now the basic things which is covered in this particular pandas library?